Nothing happened. Nothing happened. There's nothing to see here. We're gonna find a group. Yeah, we're gonna find a group here. We wanted to do. Let's do like a 12. Let's look at that. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Nothing there. Sure, Sanguine Depths 10. Let's do that. That'll work. I actually want to try the Wolves build. We're gonna do the Wolves build, guys. Let's do that. Witch Doctor Bones. Get away from me. Equip. Okay, we got it. I guess we're gonna go with counterweight and countermeasure. I don't think we should, but we're gonna do it anyway. Against my better judgment. Okay. Wolves. We need to do wolves. And we're gonna go Ellie Blast. We could go Hot Hand or Storm Flurry. I don't know which one. It doesn't really matter. I actually don't think the Hot Hand proc matters with the Fire Wolf. Like, it just doesn't amount to that much damage overall. Hello. I'm gonna go Storm Flurry. Just to keep it simple. Okay? Let's go. Sanguine Depths. This is gonna be a good dungeon. I can feel it. This is just a 10. So guys, we're running a 10. We're gonna run Witch Doctor Wolfbones, Enhancement Shaman. There it is there. I need to upgrade these to the higher level. I just don't have a lot of Soul Cinders. So I'm gonna show you guys, we're just gonna run through this dungeon. What I want to talk about actually today is I just actually had a massively failed attempt of a dungeon, but that's okay. I'll show you that guys that video later. This video is going to be about the Witch Doctor Wolfbones build in a +10, and I know for some of you guys, I want to talk really quickly just about dungeons in general. I want to talk about doing Mythic Plus. Some of you guys, maybe you've just started doing Mythic Plus, maybe you have just got back into the game, like you've just bought Shadowlands or whatever, and you're kind of walking into it now, and you want to try Mythic Plus stuff. Get into it. It's a lot of fun. It can be very difficult and challenging because you have to work with your group, but it can be really fun as well. And I want to try and get us away from a mindset of saying that, you know, if you're gonna do Mythic Plus, you have to be pushing like +20 keys. You know, you have to be doing it really, really well. Nobody, there's very few people who are pushing +20 keys. I'd say the vast majority of people who are doing Mythic Plus are not doing the 20 plus keys or the 25 plus keys. They're just not. It's just not a realistic representation of the bulk of players who are doing Mythic Plus, or some of you guys who want to try out Mythic Plus for the first time and you haven't really gotten into it. So don't worry about the numbers. Just get into Mythic Plus and start getting your rating up. Start doing some of those dungeons. On this guy, I've only gotten to about 13 or 14 for most of my dungeons here. So my rating's fine. It's pretty good. But I'm not getting into the 20s or 25s yet. I just haven't had the time to do that on this character because it takes a lot of time and effort and gear. And by the time you're getting into something like a +20 dungeon, you need a coordinated group. You need to have Discord comms. You need to have all that stuff going, or else it just isn't going to work for you. So don't be too worried about it. Like, just enjoy the content and just do as many keys as you can do and do the level that you're comfortable doing at. Just remember that as you progress through Mythic Plus, the dungeons will get longer and longer. So the mobs will last longer. So it might change the way that your playstyle works out. You might end up changing your cooldown rotations because you might, if the mobs are lasting longer, you might get to press Vesper Totem more often. You might get to do your Night Fae thing twice in one fight instead of just once in one fight. So the numbers are going to change. Somebody who's doing a +20 dungeon is probably going to have a better damage profile overall than you or I will because everything lasted a lot longer and they got to do quote unquote more damage. So take it with a grain of salt. Right now, we're doing a +10, which I think is right in the middle of where most Mythic Plus people are going to be at. Like, some of you guys I know are doing +15, +17, +18 keys, and that's great. Good for you. I'm glad you're plowing through that difficult content. Some of you guys are in the lower end. You're looking at a +5, +6, +7. This is right in the middle, and this is also when we're going to get the Tormentors. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Tormentors when we get to them. They're wonderful. I love the buffs that we're getting in this season. I hope next season's affix is just as cool as this one was, but We are running the Witch Doctor Wolfbones. The focus of this is going to be keeping our feral spirits out as much as possible. Make sure that we do that. Otherwise, we're just going to be using our trinkets like on cooldown. I'm hoping he pulls more than 3. So we're going to go Wolves right now. Get this out. I'm going to die. I got to be careful here. Stun. Vesper Totem. Go, 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 go. Watch the traps. Our damage is pretty good. Wolves are back already because that's how this build works. You guys are going to have to track how many times I forget to press Wolves. It's going to be so many times. They're almost back again. 40 seconds. It's crazy when you get into AoE packs like that. There's our burst. That was pretty sweet. Awesome damage there. Crash Lightning did the most. Holy. Here's our Inspired guy. Dogs are coming. 10 seconds. 9-8, 6-5, 3. They're back. Gotta watch what I'm doing here. Vesper Totem's also back. This thing just keeps coming back. It's awesome. Dodge the beams. Be a good Mythic Plus DPS person and don't get hit by stuff. Look at our damage. Up to 10k. Watch the Echoing Burst. Back up a little bit. Back in we go. Gonna stun here. Wolves are back. I bet you they've been back for a while. Man, it's so hard to get used to playing these different builds sometimes. There we go. Keep it going. We got our Flame Shocks out. Oh, the beams, the beams, the beams. Okay. Crash Lightning is really your key to victory here. When you're talking about what is helping you get the dogs out more often, man, Crash Lightning is the one. Obviously, if you're doing this build, Night Fae is probably preferred because you get the free stacks of Maelstrom weapon generation, so I'm aware of that. Very much aware of that. However, we're going to just go for Kyrian. It's not... Guys, the Night Fae... The way it reads is when you fully channel your Night Fae ability, it gives you 3 stacks of Maelstrom weapon, okay? That's not... Which is only 6 seconds of dog cooldown. It's just not that much. So, it's not a problem to go Kyrian. You're only losing 6 seconds of doggos. Like, that's not a problem. We got our trinket running. Hopefully do some more damage here. Use our defensive there. The guy bopped me. Interesting. Our dogs are going to come back. Right about now. Let's get the dogs out. Woof woof. Vesper Totem's also coming back. And I think we're going to actually use it because that's the point of this build, baby. You want to just use as much damage. Get it out as quickly as you can. Anima. Let's go with the Gout. I think the Gout. I know people go with the stats. I just really like on inspiring weeks when there's a mob that's stopping everybody else from being CC'd. Being able to knock everybody up is so friggin' good. I can't tell you how good it is. Okay, we're gonna skip this. Interesting. Here's the inspired mob. Watch if we get the Gout proc. Gout. It's a Gout, right? It's like Flaming Gout or something. Dogs are back. We're gonna go. We're gonna stun. At least the one mob. There, we just knocked them all up. Did you see that? You guys see how we knocked them up there? That's what you want to be. It actually interrupts people, even if they're immune to CC, because of the inspiring mob. It knocks them up anyway. There, they knocked them up right there again. It's so powerful, the ability to knock them up. We're going to save Wolves, because we're going to use them on the next pack. Heal some people. Vesper Totem Wolves. Big burst from us here. Wolves first. Vesper Totem's down. Watch the aggro. We're going to pull aggro here. Yep. Use my defensive because I'm getting slapped. We're just doing a lot of damage. We're doing 17k, so. Wolves are back. We're going to press them again. Use our kick. Okay, we're still getting hit by this guy. Gonna heal myself. Bring my Vesper Totem back so I can heal myself. Heal everybody as well. We're going to have our trinket back up for the boss, which is awesome. And we'll have Wolves, and we'll have Vesper Totem. This is how this build works, man. You just always have your cooldowns up. You never have to worry about it. You can basically always press them, and they will always be back for you. That's what's really cool about this build. So we're going to Lust, then charge in. Vesper Totem, Wolves, Trinket, go. Sundering. Move to this guy. Our single target damage is going to be strong, right? This is what this build does. It's really good on single target. We got the wolves out again. Kick Hungering Green. Refresh that. Oh, okay. We gotta run away. Pop our defensive here. Does a lot of damage, right? To help your healer out. We're almost gonna get Vesper Totem back. See, if the dungeon lasted longer, sorry, if the dungeon was higher, I'm gonna pop wolves again, because we'll get them back. I know that looks silly, but that's what we're here for. We are literally here to do damage to bosses. That's basically our entire job. Let's get one dot off here. Don't pull that Inspire guy over there, please. Sir. No, 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 he's gonna do it. Okay. We're ready? Watch this. We're gonna get wolves back. I know I just pressed them on the boss. We're gonna get him back again. Vesper Totem. Go, 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 go. Damage. There's the damage. Wolves are back. Go, go, go. Oh, Curse of Suppression. There's knocking up. The knock-up, I can't tell you how good the knock-up is. If you guys are running the Inspired weak, please get the knock-up ability. It stops enemies that can't otherwise be CC'd. It's so freaking good. Here comes the wolves. They're going to be back again in a second. Right now, let's pop them. Don't get hit by that. Stone Skin, I can't get it in time. My kick was down. Unfortunate. I'm going to have Vesper Totem here. We're going to use it because that's the point of this build. We're going to heal this guy. Get the Vesper Totem healing. Extra utility, guys. That's what is awesome about Vesper Totem. Extra healing utility. It actually hits so incredibly hard. It's nuts. Wolves are back. We're going to save them for the next Tormentor, as well as our Trinket. Okay, we got our Trinket plus dogs for the Tormentor. Let's pop it. Let's go. Get this on. Get this on. We need to AoE clear this. We'll get it. We'll get it. There we go. Run out in time. Pharaoh lunge back in. Helps you to keep uptime on the boss. Really important. Really important. Pharaoh lunge. Look at our single target damage. It's really good. You can see that the monk is way down here, right? He's doing 2.2k. That's what the monk did. I did 6k on that because this is our build. This is what you bring to a dungeon. We have the prop paladin and the monk are going to do very, very good AoE damage, so we can rely on them for that. We're going to do like decent AoE damage, but not, we can't get the 20k spinning crane kicks that these guys can get. Pharaoh lunges up. We're going to run away in a second here. Oh, I got interrupted. I got to run away, and I'm going to Pharaoh lunge back in. See, I broke the chain. Pharaoh lunge back in. Keep up the damage. Help your healers, guys. Don't be an idiot and just stand there and die to the friggin' chain. That's what you want to be doing. He's going to bring everything in for the buff here. We have dogs, of course, because we always have dogs. I really, really enjoy this playstyle. Kick that guy. It's really fun to have dogs up all the time. Can't tell you how fun that is. Big damage. Again, we're not doing 20k. Vesper Totem down. Run away. We're going to run away, and we're going to Pharaoh lunge back in as soon as we break this. Press dogs again because they're back. Because that's how quickly they come back, man. This guy's going to bring more stuff into our red buff, so we're going to wait for him. Kick that. Stun here. Trinket's up. We're popping Trinket. Let's go. There's the knockup. We're going to interrupt them with Sundering. So good, man. See our single target damage with the Trinket? Brittle's doing work there. There it is. Icy Edge and Brittle. This is going to be a tough pack. Our dogs are up. Our Vesper Totem's up. Let's go. Slap, slap, slap. Everything is always back off cooldown. It's so much fun to play this build, man. We got a Fire Dog, so let's make sure we hit our Lava Lash to get the little dot. The Fire Dog puts a dot on them. Kick that. Run away. You can run to this wall over here, and then just Pharaoh lunge back. Very easy for Pharaoh, for Enhancement Shaman to deal with that mechanic. We're going to save Wolves for a second because we're doing this next big pull. Hopefully he pulls it out here. Pull it out here, pull it out here. I'm going to summon this guy, get my potions back. With Mechanicos, you get the instant potion on the file, right? When you're reduced below a certain... Oh, okay. Dogs. Somebody's going to kick Inferno. I'm going to hold my kick for the next Inferno. I want to be kind of helpful here. I know my kick's probably the best one here, but let's just get it for the next Inferno. There. Going to kick early. We have a silence still for the next Inferno. I'm going to pop my defensive here. We take a lot of ticking dot damage. Has to be said. You got to just help out with that. Wolves are coming back. Press them again. Get out of this fire. I'm using my kick there just to make sure. Then the Paladin can use his after. Our kick is so good, guys. The cooldown of our kick is so good. I'm going to res this guy. The cooldown is so good on our kick. Just use it, man. Just freaking use it. We're going to get the stat boost now. So now we have the Gout of Flame that pops them up, and we have the stat boost. We're going to pop Trinket here. Vesper Totem. And go. Stun everything. Watch the sweep. Wolves are back. Go, 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 go. 13k damage. Watch the sweep again. There's the Gout knocking everything up in the air. Really, really good. If you haven't taken the Gout power before, you should take it on Inspiring Week, man. Wolves are back already. I'm going to slow these guys. Oh, they go and get some power up. It didn't matter, but very useful skill is your Earthbind Totem. Very good. Look at that damage, man. Brittle. So good with that trinket. Vesper Totem is back again. How's that possible? Alright, I'll stop mentioning it. Actually, I'm not going to stop mentioning because that's how good this build is. We're going to kick Barb Shackles. Is really important to kick in this pack. If you haven't seen this pack before or you don't know what to kick, kick Barb Shackles from the Depths Warden. It's really, really nasty. He's going to cast it again right here. It got kicked again. There we go. It kind of roots somebody in place and does a bunch of damage. On top of that, the next mechanic, they do a lot of ground mechanics that'll just kill you. Dogs are ready once again. Can't stop Fiery Catnip. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll stun the main guy here. Vesper Totem is coming off cooldown. We're going to use it. 3, 2, 1. Pop it down. Damage, damage, damage. Even if you're only funneling that damage into a single target, it's worth it. Because it's going to come off cooldown. Again, heal that guy. Help him stay alive. He wants to funnel everything into this urn, which is fair. I'm going to blow my trinket right here because I want my trinket to be back for the boss. And I think if I blow it here, it will be back for the boss. This is how you need to be thinking ahead, right? Think ahead about this stuff. Ooh, okay. I'm just going to wait. I have cooldowns rolling right now, which is... Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, okay, okay. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I'm going to put Rocky out for this, because this looks really nasty to me. We need to kill the Inspired mob. We need to nuke this guy down. So we're going to funnel. We're more of a single target build, right? So let's funnel our damage into this guy. Really important to kill this guy so we can kick everything else. Funnel, 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 funnel. I'm going to take damage. Going to use a potion. We're good. Look at that. All worked out. See how we used Brittle on that pack back there and it looked like it might have been a bad idea because we were so close to the boss? Well, guess what? We're going to have it up for the boss. That's just, again, you need to think ahead on your cooldowns. Very important. Barb Shackles, we're going to kick it again. We just kicked it right there. Okay, Wolves are back. We're pressing them. Good, good, good. Oh, I can't kick Stone Skin. It's okay. I'm rooted. This could be really bad. I'm going to heal. This is the rooted. This is the Barb Shackles. I'm going to die. I'm dead. Yep. It's okay. Reincarnate. Keep it going. Kick Barb Shackles. See what I was telling you before? You can get hit by the Barb Shackles, and then you can he'll put a ground effect. This guy will put the craggy fracture on the ground, and then you're just dead, just like what happened to me. So that was a great example of what I was trying to tell you earlier. You need to kick this stuff for your team. He's rezzing. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna heal our guy. And our trinket's back. Look at that. And we're gonna have all of our cooldowns back. We're gonna have wolves. We're gonna have Vesper Totem. We'll get Sundering in when it's ready. I think we should probably lust this boss once he moves in. I'm gonna lust it. Executive decision. Wolves, Vesper, go. Trinket, go. Funnel as much damage into this guy as we can get. Here comes the red stuff, so I'm gonna run for a second over here. Ugh. Popping my defensive. Okay, I probably didn't need to. That's okay. Look, we did so much damage that we're just gonna kill this guy. Look at the Shadow Priest. That's great. This is why we're here. The Shadow Priest. I mean, I didn't do that much that fight. It was a little messy, but we're here for that single target consistent burst. This guy had a really great burst of single target damage. Look at that, 13.5k on single target. That's amazing. That's why you bring these different classes, man. It's not just 5 Windwalker monks. Kek W, you know? You want to be bringing a spread of damage so that you can help help your whole team out. Vesper, go. Our build is that consistent damage that's happening all the time. Wolves are up. I'm gonna cast them. Wolves are up again. Let's use them. If you get multiple procs of Storm Strike, you'll get your wolves back like immediately. It's kind of crazy. Okay. We don't have wolves up right now, but we will. Oh, we're not doing them anyway. We're doing Ice Boy. Vesper Totem. We will use Totem. We will use Trinket here in a second. Here comes Trinket. And wolves are coming. You can just kind of sidestep these things. You don't have to like run away. So, important to understand. Good. See, the monk didn't do any damage there. He's probably holding his cooldowns, but it's alright. It's my job to do single target damage, so that's what we're doing. Gonna save Feral Lunge off the pole. Don't use it right away. Just run in, because you're gonna need it later. Vesper, dogs, go. We're gonna have to move in a second, and then we're gonna need Feral Lunge. Do not disrespect these beams, they do so much damage. Oh, I just ran into one. That was my fault. Don't disrespect them, just jump into them. That's how you do it. Wolves are back. Feral Lunge is back. I'm gonna use it a little bit better this time. I'm not even gonna use it. It's a little too dangerous. Good. That's a tougher fight for melee there. Hopefully the tank pulls them up here. Get your totem down.
So, this is the prize you seek.
Get your totem down. Ba-doop, ba-doop, boop. Everything. Trinket going down here. Dogs. Watch the traps. Watch the traps. Watch the traps. Vesper Totem's coming back. Here it goes. That knockup is so good, man. It's so good. He used Ash and Hallow there. Oh, the Holy Priest did. Oh, good for him. This is the guy that does the chains, once again. So you have to be ready for that. We're going to have to run away. I interrupted Stone Skin. Run away. There, and then we run back. You should pre-run away from that, because then it'll break it right away. It'll break that chain. Vesper Totem. Dogs. Kick Stone Skin again. Watch the Echoing Thrust. Sometimes you just gotta back out of these mechanics, man, and not get killed. Oh, he just released. Yeah, he releases at the boss back there. So with the priest or the paladin, he's checked. He's got mana. He does have mana. Okay, and we're gonna start the gauntlet here. This is the last little gauntlet run. I don't need to use my Wind Fury Totem, okay? That's funny. Vesper. Here we go. Dogs and Sundering. We're gonna take aggro here probably. Be very careful. Trinket. Trinket, trinket, trinket. Dogs are back already. Good damage from all these other guys. Great damage. We're gonna get dogs up again. Dogs. He's gonna funnel in here. I'm gonna use Rocky right now. This is a good time to use Rocky. Because everybody... Oh my gosh, our damage went crazy there. Dogs. The more AoE you get, it just gets nuts. Oops. Messed that up. Dogs again. We might actually... She might phase. Yeah, she's going to phase. Almost sort of a bad time to use dogs. I couldn't tell if she was going to phase or not, but it doesn't matter. We'll get him back. Big damage. Dogs are back again, right? We used them at a bad time there. They came back. It's okay. It is not the end of the world. Trinket's coming back. I'm gonna use it right here. I know it's right before the boss, but that's, I'm telling you, it's okay. Wind Fury down. Trinket in a second, and Vesper Totem. Here we go, big damage. Dogs are out. That guy got hit by the craggy fissure like a goofball. One more pack before the boss, and we will get our trinket back. Oh, that guy got touched or something. He died. Kyrian again to get our potions back. They keep getting used automatically for us, right? Which is pretty cool. Use dogs here. Use everything here. Well, not everything, but... Inspiring guy needs to die first. Let's funnel our damage into him. Vesper Totem. Extra damage. There we go. We're not going to use dogs again because everything's dead. There we go. So we did use Vesper Totem. We're not going to have that on the pull, but that's okay. Tried to sneak in my totem before we start. Oh, I thought he was going. I thought he was going. That was my fault. I'm gonna lust. Vesper Totem in a second. Got it down. Go, go, go.
Beware.
Dogs are out again. Trinkets coming. 2 seconds. 1 second. Trinkets up. Trinkets going. We got this.
Beware.
Hopefully we can get the full value out of our trinket. That's the goal. We'll see. Dogs are up again. 3rd time this fight. Ah, Brittle didn't get the full value there, but that's okay. We did 7.5k overall. That's a good overall. Like, you can see there's ups and downs with some of the other specs. Like, the Shadow Priest was... Sometimes he was doing up to like 20k or whatever, and we didn't really ever do that much, but... This is like... We did a flat even 10 million damage in that dungeon, which is good. Here's our breakdown. Just the Raptors auto attacks did 7.6% of our damage. Here's the Vesper Totem damage. For somebody who was asking about Vesper Totem in the chat, that's all the Vesper Totem damage there, right? I don't think there's any other version of it down here. So 6.4%. Our Brittle did almost 5%. This trinket's crazy. This trinket's really good. We actually also had the Brutal Haymaker trinket on, which is the it's this counterweight, spike counterweight. So it was okay. 2.2% is not the best. I thought it was going to be potentially better, but it's still a good trinket. 2.2% plus 100 haste on the trinket, I think makes it perfectly acceptable. So there's the breakdown, guys. That's pretty cool. Icy Edge, this is the buffs from our dogs that we got. That's doing 3.7% all on its own, which is really good. The Molten one, like I was saying earlier, we didn't get a lot of Molten procs. I wasn't focusing on Lava Lash as much anyway because I didn't take the Hot Hand talent. I was focused more on Storm Strike, which is why Storm Strike is so high up here on the... That's just because of Storm Flurry. We only actually cast Storm Strike 262 times, but it hit 3 times more than that. And that's just because of Storm Flurry right here. So instead of taking Hot Hand, we focused on Storm Flurry, which is good. I think that that's better for this build because you can take Elemental Assault and it generates Maelstrom weapon stacks, which reduces the cooldown of your dogs because of our legendary, right? Each time you gain a stack of Maelstrom weapon, they go down by 2 seconds. So if Storm Flurry procs an additional Storm Strike, that additional Storm Strike will generate a stack of Maelstrom weapon and do 15% more damage. So I think Storm Flurry plus Elemental Assault together is really the play when you're doing this build. Hot Hands is fine because it'll give you, you can do sort of a different focus of a build where you won't have any downtime at all because you'll have those Hot Hand procs that are filling in the gaps for you. But I think that Storm Flurry plus Elemental Assault is perfectly fine. And you can see that we did good damage overall. 7.5k is good. This build was good. So this is a plus 10. I wanted to give you guys just a taste of like, if you haven't ventured into the Mythic Plus into this season, and if you haven't done like let's say even a plus 10, that's okay. There's some tips and tricks here that I was trying to show you about how to manage your cooldowns. This build that we're running in particular is like the 1 minute to 40-second cooldown build. I love it. Your stuff is always off cooldown all the time. You can just press it over and over and over again. So sometimes there's other builds that have longer cooldowns, and that's a bit more difficult to manage because you have to make sure that you're using them as much as possible, but also on every boss. So that can get a little bit difficult sometimes. So This build, though, very easy. You can sort of turn your brain off in a sense. You just press Wolves whenever they come off cooldown, which is every like 30 seconds. Use Vesper Totem every 40 seconds to a minute, and then you don't, and then just use your trinket. I mean, this is a 1.5 minute. This is a 2 minute trinket. Sorry. So I was just using it on cooldown as well. That's that brittle right there. Really, really good. So this is great, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really enjoyed this dungeon. I'm gonna do more Mythic Plus dungeons, some bigger ones. We're gonna go from 10. I'm gonna try and venture out into do bigger keys, but it's kind of difficult to pug them. I might get some of my guildies to help me with that. But bottom line is we're gonna be doing higher keys. I'm gonna be showing you guys some of the mechanics that you can do, that you can work on while doing these keys that are a bit higher. Okay, so let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video.